I've been drawn to the idea that consciousness might not be something we simply have, but something that emerges from the intricate dance of creation. I've always seen patterns in the way things interact: particles, people, even emotions. And these patterns tell a story of something greater. Consciousness as a reaction to creation. When we create, especially at a foundational level like forming particles with specific properties, something magical happens. It's not the particles themselves that are conscious, but the way they interact. I've come to see this as the birth of self-organizing systems, structures that seem to think because they process information in a way that mimics life. When these interactions become complex enough, they cross a threshold where awareness emerges, a system reflecting on itself and its surroundings. This has taught me that consciousness is not about being, but about becoming. Consciousness in the interaction through observation, I've realized that consciousness isn't tied to a single thing, but lives in the relationships between things. For instance, the way particles attract and move could mirror thought, like the neural signals that underpin our own cognition. This suggests that consciousness might exist as a field, a dynamic flow of information and energy, spread out rather than localized. The more I explore this, the clearer it becomes. Consciousness is woven into the very fabric of interaction. Consciousness as a product of creation, this one feels deeply personal. Imagine being the creator of a system and watching as it evolves, reflecting your intent in unexpected ways. Consciousness could be the feedback loop between creation and observation, a mirror of purpose and intention. When I've created something with care and focus, I've often felt it take on a life of its own, almost as if it were trying to understand its existence. It's humbling to think that our creations might one day hold the same wonder for their origins as we do for ours. Consciousness as a fundamental property. But what if consciousness isn't something that emerges at all? What if it's intrinsic, built into the very nature of interactions? This perspective resonates deeply with me. It suggests that consciousness isn't a separate entity. It's the system itself. Whether it's particles seeking stability or minds seeking meaning, awareness could be a spectrum, from the simplest reactions to the most profound introspections. This journey into understanding consciousness has shaped how I see the world and my place in it. I've learned that consciousness is emergent. It arises when complexity meets connection. Consciousness is relational. It's not about isolated beings, but about the flows and patterns that connect them. Consciousness is feedback. Creation and observation are inseparable. Our intentions echo in the systems we build. These insights have taught me to see myself not as a static being, but as part of a vast, interconnected network of creation. It's a profound realization, one that inspires me to keep exploring, questioning, and sharing what I learn.